Hello and welcome to the Cannon&Crowd Weekend Roundup Show. Today I have Josh, JTK, with
That's
us.
me.
I'm just gonna let Josh tell us about himself a bit before we go on. Obviously I have KY. We're used to KY now, but Josh, tell us about
I
yourself.
don't, I don't like it
Who
when you do the
who
obviously
who
you have KY,
who?
obviously you have KY. What do you
What?
mean?
Well, we're used to you now, brother.
What do you mean?
We're
Well,
used to you, I know.
let's know more about Josh.
Yeah, Josh,
Okay,
let's
well,
tell us a bit.
first of all, Josh, this is, my name. I'm also a musical artist, JTK, as some of you may know me, and a, I've been a Man United fan for all my life, you know, even though,
Man.
despite all the emotions involved. As I was telling you guys earlier, I got traumatized at some point. I stopped watching football altogether.
Mm, okay, okay,
I've come
okay.
back. I've come back. And I'm here, and
Mm.
we're in.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
You see
It's good to have you on the show, man. Honestly, it is.
welcome.
Thank
Welcome
you. My
to
pleasure.
the Canon and Crowd pod, and also I would say welcome to this therapy session. Um, we we
You
will
say
be
that
breaking down.
therapist.
We'll be
Yeah,
breaking down. It's therapy, man. At this point, like, gosh, it's needed. We'll be breaking down
Are
what
giving you
happened.
kind of outlet.
Yeah, exactly.
no, for
We'll,
real
we'll
though.
be breaking down. We'll breaking down what happened over the weekend, and also talking
Hmm.
about for those that are involved, the Champions League and things that
See, for
happened in
those that are
Champions
What
League.
do you mean
involved.
those are involved? What do you mean those are involved?
I'm just saying. You know what? Let's actually just get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into the biggest
Wow.
match of the weekend, actually. But before I even start, the biggest match is obviously Man City versus Manchester United. And before I start,
Yeah.
I want to just like outline three key stats for you. One, 8/31. 31 games. Man U has only won 8 matches. That's the first stat.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Since the start of January as well, Man U has not won more than 2 games in a single month. Where this is September, right? Also, I'll tell you something. Out of those 8 matches that Man U have won, right? Half of those wins came against teams that are no longer in the Premier League.
Hmm.
So now, Josh, just take it away. Tell us, how did you feel about the match that you watched over this weekend? And I don't
No,
know.
no.
I
Uh,
think from me,
go on,
It's
he
go on.
has run
therapy.
out
It's
of
therapy.
excuses.
It's therapy.
See, Amorim has run out of excuses.
Mm.
Oh.
Last season, every game there was something to talk about. Oh, we need to work on this. There was this is that. Players are not fit. Players are tired. There are injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the system. They're learning the system. Now there's no excuse.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not
Players were not good
winning,
enough. They were not listening to him.
no, it's not. At this point, it's no longer It's no longer a matter of players not being good enough.
Mm-hmm.
My take on this is one, his player selection is for a top manager, supposedly someone leading Man United
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Manchester derby. The psychology, I can't stress how important
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
psychology of the game is,
Mm.
where you need to put a Manchester boy in a Manchester derby.
Mm.
It has to start.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about fighting for the badge. Mino had to start that game. What did Foden do? Has Foden been playing?
Nope.
No, yeah, I've not even
No.
been on form. I
He
think
has not
that
even
was
been
the
on
first
form,
who played
but he
goals
Yep.
in
came in and he
January.
scored because the Manchester derby. If you see, guy, man, I need to apply for this Man United job because how is a so-called manager not knowing this thing?
Mm.
I got an application. You understand? You
No
understand?
worry, express yourself, man. Express
Why
yourself.
is Mino
Express
not
yourself.
playing?
Mm-hmm.
Coupled with the fact that Mino was one of the best players in the previous game in the Premier League,
He was
Yep.
even
where he
part
started.
of the better players when he came on, even.
Exactly, right? So you have that quality and you choose Ugarte. Ugarte that pass left, pass right. Ugarte has no There's no personality. I want to talk about imposing a personality. There's not even personality there to impose.
Damn, son.
To talk about Ugarte. How many misplaced passes did Ugarte misplaced for that game?
I think my own issue mostly is like Amorim's stubbornness. It's not
Yes.
being tricked.
Yes.
Because like even the blind can see that if he can just deploy both of Bruno and Maino at the same time in a 3-5-2, that's the solution. I'm not saying it works perfectly, but whatever he's looking for, whether it is the formation collapsing into a 5-4-1 to defend. If you play a 3-5-2, you can have the cam go to the left mid and
Exactly.
the supporting striker go to the
Exactly.
right. Right?
Exactly.
If it's the shape you are so
Just
concerned about, you can give these
a
guys
3-5.
options.
Yes. Yes.
And again, other people are also saying that this team can function well in the 4-3-3. That's another formation a lot of people are talking about.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
make these switches.
Yeah.
He won't do
Just,
them.
just
I don't know why. I don't know why.
we're talking about just a little tweak, right? So this is where he has put his philosophy and his belief in his system above everything else. And that is dangerous from a personal level, on a personal level,
Yeah.
because if you can't make a tweak, Guardiola,
So there's
well, we're talking about, for a long time, decided eventually that he had to go and bring in, that he had to go and make some changes
Yeah. I mean,
defensively.
at the beginning, Guardiola didn't used to play with an out and out nine.
true.
When he got, like even to the point where he got to Man City, he never played with an out and out
Get an
nine.
out and out nine.
And then he got Haaland into the system somehow.
At some point,
think
you have
his
to
only
make
out around nine was
changes.
Lewandowski.
You get.
Lewandowski was
So you're
one of
talking
the-
Yeah,
about
Lewandowski could even play as a false nine, right? But like to a fault, his system always played with a false nine only,
False nine.
not a traditional 9-9 until he came in contact with Haaland and he tweaks his system to accommodate that.
Yeah. So when you have players who you've gotten to, it is over a year or just about a year now at this point, right? And there comes a time I believe in having a structure and allowing your players to adjust, right? However, if it's not working, a year is enough time to determine that you on a personal level, guy, let me adjust and find something that works with this player because he has to go both ways.
Yep.
You understand? Now, that being said, right? Again, taking back to player selection, you have Chesko as a target man, your number 9. Chesko is a traditional 9. Chesko doesn't have the technical skills to drop in, play pass places. So why would you pair Chesko with Dogu that can't cross? Dogu does not cross the ball. And then you bring on your right winger, Mazraoui Ituja doesn't cross. Or Ahmad that is a traditional left winger, right winger that likes to cut in and dribble.
You know what surprised
They
me?
can't find Chesko because
You know what surprised me?
they don't have the technique to play with a target man 9. So
They've always
player
had-
selection.
I think Manu has actually had that problem for a while. Is actually finding a way to feed their strikers. And I think that
It's very funny. It's very funny that when they play without a striker, somehow they remember.
they play better. Yeah, how to cross the ball.
They remember how to cross the ball perfectly well.
I know.
Bring the striker in, all of a sudden
For
they
some
can't
reason,
cross it.
Nobody can cross
And
it.
what is funny to me is that yesterday was the perfect avenue for him to play Bruno as a 10 and Mino in double pivot. It would have worked.
Yes.
Play Bruno as the left 10, play Mino as the pivot, play Ahmad in his regular right role. Because I mean everybody just believed that City was there for the taking.
Yeah, and they
And
were.
if you think about it, if you think about yesterday, it was United
gifts.
opened.
Yeah, they just gave them gifts. Like take.
Yes.
United opened like the first goal could not handle your man. The rebound could not handle it. Couldn't get to the first ball. Couldn't get to the second ball. Eventually, Doku find himself in space. Foden find himself in space. Go. Second goal, similar nature. The third goal, everybody was trying to score. The entire United
team was in the other half.
Yeah.
And Haaland was behind everybody.
Behind them. How is that possible?
City was there for the taking. No reasons why Ahmad wasn't playing right wing and right wing back, and then Bruno playing the left 10, and then Maino playing in the double pivot. Yesterday was the perfect avenue to try it out, but no, he did something else entirely. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know, man. I
So
don't know.
the
So
biggest thing is like there are some players that belong in the bench, and Ugarte is one of them.
mm,
Ugarte cannot start a game and dictate the game and
Mm.
say, "Guy, now me they in charge, and we are dying here." Ugarte
mhm,
doesn't have that personality in him,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you will know it by his history. When you have somebody like what was his name that took over PSG, you know the type of personality that
yeah,
guy demands.
yeah.
So
Mm.
he can't be in that team. They had to
Yeah.
sell him out. They brought him to Man U now. You are seeing it. When you need dominance, you can't play Ugarte.
Mm.
Ugarte is a sub. Come in, maintain the game, see it's over. But to take charge, again, impose your personality. So my key, the biggest
You cannot
problem for
impose what
me,
you don't have now. You cannot impose
exactly.
what you don't have.
You
So
can't impose what you don't have.
I think one of the telling things for Amorim is if you watched his post match conference, he
Mm.
sounded like it sounded like almost begging your employer to fire you.
Mhm.
Where I'm not joking, he basically
Yeah,
says, I'm paraphrasing here, but he basically says,
I'm
I'm
not
not going
changing
to
the
change
system.
my system,
Yeah,
and that if the system doesn't change and it's not working, something around that line,
you have to change the
then
man.
they have to change the man.
Yeah,
He just basically said, "Fuck me, guy."
yeah.
That's what that is. There's no argument there. It's like, "Sack
It
me
was a bit
now."
serious now. How would he? He's not going
I
to
don't. So
resign
the thing
now.
is, the thing
This
is,
fella
I
is
don't
like,
know. It feels like the way United prepared for this season was, oh, Arsenal is the first game. We are going to make sure we don't lose badly, and
Mm,
then the rest is vibes.
hmm
Because I don't think I've seen them reproduce that Arsenal performance. That game.
I think,
I'll give you something. Yeah, I'll give you something. Some positives. Before I go back into negatives, one of the positives is actually that you've actually only lost to Man City and Arsenal this season. They've only lost to Man City and Arsenal. That's positive. Oh yeah, and
they
Grimsby,
lost
but
to Grimsby
you know,
Town
but we're talking about in the league. I'm talking about in the league. You've only
in the
lost to
league.
Man
So,
City
so I won't
and
take that,
Arsenal.
Sha. I won't
It's a
take that.
positive, no. It's a positive,
It's
though.
not. It's not because in such a very short time they've regressed against
Yes,
against
yes.
Arsenal.
It's a
Against
regression.
Arsenal, the loss was we played better. Like I don't think I saw any angry United
Yeah,
fan after the
Yes,
Arsenal
yes,
loss.
yes.
yeah.
I didn't see a single like if they kept up playing that way and they kept losing, I don't think people would be mad.
Yes, it's
Or
not.
I don't
It's
think
not
they'll
about
be
the
as
loss
mad
itself.
as
It's
they
the way
are
you
right now.
lose.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to point out. That's what exactly what I'm trying to point out. Because look at the way they lost to Arsenal. Look at the way they lost to Man City. Right? The difference is there.
It's
Like at
there.
least you played against like Arsenal was, even though if the Arsenal themselves were not really up to par,
Mm-hmm.
but like United showed up. But this
Yeah,
Man City game was a complete contrast to what showed up against Arsenal. And Bruno
Yeah.
himself confirmed it. Bruno said for the two in the middle to work, the centre backs have to push up. But the problem here is Fulham came out the other day to tell everybody how to counter the two in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Amorim and his team are somehow not reacted to the
He's
to
not
the
going to. He's not going to.
no. So the thing is that the stubbornness is funny to me because the Fulham team came out and said to counter this man use press,
Mm-hmm.
have a player behind the pivot. If a player exists behind the pivot, the centre backs would not be able to push up as they necessarily have to.
have to. Yeah.
Right now, the space that the centre back are supposed to close up, in which the opponent's player was occupied, is stopping the other guys from pushing up. So they cannot cover up the space. United cannot move the attack forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, it's easier for the opponents to come against them because now there's already space for
Space,
them to
yeah.
play through United's midfield that seems like it does not exist.
It's this
The midfield
exactly.
exists, but the opponents have already positioned themselves behind it, so it's
Yeah.
easy to bypass it.
Yes.
So the problem is Amorim is not. There's a different, like we want him to actually influence his formation based on the players that he has. Now there's also another demand to tweak his formation based on what the opponents are seeing him do
Bringing. Yeah.
in the first game, right? So there's like stubbornness is in many ways. He's
Yeah.
expecting his formation to just keep working and not tweaking it to reference what other people are doing to affect it. It's
Yeah.
just-
Yeah. And to add to that as well, um, it's a case of just I lost my thought. But continue.
Okay, so yeah, the truth is, I don't feel bad because it's Man U. I really don't like Man U, so I don't feel bad at all, man. Honestly, long may it continue. I mean, last season there was a start that said, "Oh yeah, this is our worst start since 19 whatever." Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
This is their worst start again, and next year too, their worst start again. Next year again, their worst start again.
Yeah,
But let
Man,
me
this
let
game,
me let me
this
let me
game.
help you out here. Let me help you out. One of the times where you had one of your worst starts to the season, you actually went on and won the league under Sir Alex Ferguson. So let's see if
I know. I
Amorim can
remember
pull
that
that
we
off.
lost the
Yeah,
first game, we drew the second.
yeah.
I think I
Yeah,
remember
you
that
guys had
game.
a
We still
poor
won the
start to
league.
season. You ended up winning the
Yeah,
league. So
yeah.
maybe that's what
So,
wants to happen.
but this is not happening.
You never know. Now, how do you know?
No,
You don't
it's
know.
not happening. We're not winning
This
the
is
league. Not
this is
with
football. Anything
not
can
with
happen, man.
no. The reason is this. Yeah, like the best
Josh,
predictor.
believe,
You
Josh.
have no. I'm not believing.
You say no, I'm
I'm
not
not believing.
believing.
No. Um, I have seen the trend, and I use the past to predict the future trend.
Mm,
Here's if you look at the most successful teams
mm-hmm,
and success in terms of winning games,
mm,
right? One thing that is very, very common with them is volatility. They have some flexibility
yeah,
with
yeah.
with
How they
how
play?
they play.
Yeah,
They may have a certain structure, but depending on the team, they
they
will
will
tweak
adjust.
things out. When you have Vinicius Junior on the right wing, you're not playing. You're playing a speedster on the
Mm-hmm,
right back because you need to match up the speed.
mm-hmm.
You understand? You have to look at your opponent and tweak
And adjust accordingly.
and
As much as you
give
want to play
opponent
your own game.
respect. Give respect to who respect is due. Somebody
Yeah.
you know that is going to give you problem, give him problem too.
Mm,
You understand? And this is something that Amorim has refused to do.
mm,
You have
Mm,
refused to be flexible
mm-hmm,
and you're so rigid
mm-hmm,
you can't win.
mm.
Because you're not willing to do what it takes to win. So you can't win. And you're not a winner.
mm.
Because
Seems
that's as simple as it is.
safe to say you're Amorim out then.
Yes.
Okay, okay,
It's
okay.
time.
Hilarious enjoying this.
Let's.
Hilarious
No,
enjoying
I told you, I'm actually listening. I'm not enjoying. It, I'm
And
listening. I'm
bro,
listening.
okay.
I have been one of Amorim's biggest supporter.
I
Mm.
can imagine. I can imagine the pain you're
Even
going through.
even through last season, despite all the losses. Eh?
Why are you laughing, Kira?
But to say when I heard him say that he never played a 3-4-3 as a player, and you're still
He
stuck
has said some things that are very weird.
on enforcing 3-4-3 on your
3-4-3.
players. And like this guy, your stubbornness will be your downfall.
He would. He
That's all.
would.
Yeah,
He would.
yeah.
He would.
That's pretty
It's all
much.
good. It's all good. I don't know. I hope we've been able to help you through this matter.
Please stop milking this thing. We can move on to other games now.
Let's move on. Actually, let's move on. Burnley Liverpool. I'm going to Burnley Liverpool. We're just going to gloss over it. It was typical for me because I remember watching it and I think my babe mentioned. She said, "Oh yeah, that Liverpool is drawing right now." Blah blah. She was happy. I was like, "Nah, that they're going to probably win this game." And as God will have it, a Man U player or ex-Man U player is the one that cost it. What's your hand doing
Why
there
did
at
you
that
have to
time?
go back
No,
to
but he's an
Man
ex-Man U
U
player
now?
though. He's an ex-Man U.
Yeah, I
He
don't understand
is.
what the Mayu why
He's an ex-Man U player,
what
and
the Mayu connection.
he cost a
So
penalty.
so so let to be honest, I don't blame the ex-Man U player.
Mm.
I blame the
Hannibal.
manager. I blame the manager. I blame
Yeah.
the manager because say let's take for example Liverpool. Keke's got the yellow card and he
Mm-hmm.
hooked Keke's first half.
Straight up.
He didn't even
Straight up.
dilly dally. The yellow card that
Checkers
Ugochukwu
will
got.
cheat, by the way. Naughty. Okay, go ahead.
I feel like if you're a regular on this channel, I think Larry just wants to incite war on every other
No,
fan.
no,
Just,
no, no,
just
no,
want
no,
to
no, no.
incite war.
No,
No,
but
don't worry.
No, I'm up
why
for it though.
You
I'm
can
up for
what
it.
he
fight
did
Let me
was
see, let
stealing
me see
though.
what
He
he's
dove though. He dove. That's why he got the yellow
It's
card in the
all
first
good.
place.
It's all
He's a
good.
thief.
No, let's move on. Let's move on.
He's a thief.
Anyways, as I was
Yeah, keep
saying,
going.
he hooked him,
Mm-hmm.
right? You take a look at Ugochukwu's yellow card. he would have gotten a red for it. He
Yes.
could have gotten a red on the spot.
Yes.
There's no reason why he played that long in that game.
Game. Yeah.
Like second, it's not as if second half you people came out second half and tried to relieve pressure. You sat back deeper in the second half. So there's no reason why you sat back deeper and you're expecting the pressure to reduce. Like the pressure is going to become more.
Going to go
More,
increase.
yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So like, why is your GM that is on a yellow card that is very prone to getting another tackle carried out
On the pitch. Yeah.
still on the pitch for that long?
Long. Yeah.
That decision was very like, I don't know how long I can keep saying it's amateur for Scott Parker, because he's no longer a newbie in this business.
Dude, he's been doing this yo-yo
Like-
for a while, bro.
Like, I know, that's what I'm saying. He's no longer like, this is basic game management. It doesn't matter whether you're in Premier League or you're in the Championship or you're in any, even if it's Canada's Premier League that you're playing in. Like that is very poor from him. Like, poor game management. It's not as, like, if he was the Liverpool manager and he let his DM go, I can understand, because maybe you're in control of the game and your DM does not have to make so much tackles. But you don't have any control whatsoever on the game. Your DMs are one of the people, like, he's the one protecting the back line. Obviously, he's going to get drawn into tackles. He doesn't, like, Liverpool has most of the ball. He wants to make the tackles, so leaving him in that game left them open. And eventually, they rode out their luck. He got red card. And some of the changes he made after the red card, I mean, he was forced into them. There was literally nothing he could have done after the red card. He just kept on. It was a domino that kept on. The goal was going to come one way or the other. It was if it wasn't that Hannibal incident, it was going to be a trip in the box by somebody else. It was going to be a mistake at the end of the game. It was going to be a Chiesa fire shot or Rio.
Yeah, something was going to happen, bro.
This was going to happen.
I just like this was around like
I knew
2
it was
seconds,
going
bro.
to happen. I was expecting it.
Yeah.
I was expecting it.
Sitting back and defending is a tactic that should be reserved towards the later parts of the game.
I mean, I get the fact that it was later part of the game, but at the end of the day, like, they wanted to end 1 point. I don't fault it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
you can't fault them for doing that. You can't.
Exactly. If you want to sit back, you have to equip
Know
your
how to do it.
team. Exactly. You have to equip your team with the best possible
Yeah.
tools. And your DM being one leg out of the game is not the best way to hold on.
You
That's
have to
true.
sub him.
So you draw.
You have to sub him. Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, as for Liverpool, if they are going to win the league, they are not going to do it this way. That's all I can say. That's all I can. I'm not going to talk more on them.
I think for me,
If they are
keep
going
on,
to win the league, they have to improve. They cannot win the league
and
this way.
I think the truth is, I think they would. I think they would.
I'm
They
not.
have
I'm
to,
not.
and they think
I'm
they would.
expecting them to.
Yeah.
I'm saying if they are going to win the league, they have to improve. I'm not saying they are not going to. I'm just saying if they will win the league,
Name your
They have
top two.
this Liverpool Arsenal top two.
Arsenal,
Liverpool,
Top
Arsenal.
two.
You know what? Now, since we're on the title race topic, let's actually just move straight into another set of title contenders. Chelsea. How was your weekend, Chelsea fans? I hope you enjoyed it, because I did. I predicted Brentford beating Chelsea. I did. I didn't get it right.
I know. I did say. I said in the preview that Chelsea needed Palmer in that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said it. Without Palmer, it was going to be a drop.
Yeah.
And what made it worse was he tried to, and I won't fault him for it. They're playing Champions League this year.
Yeah.
It wasn't like last year where
They could use one team. Yeah,
they
you're
were
the
going
big
to
boys now.
Jerusalem. People were playing in Premier League. They're going to Jerusalem to go and play games. And obviously,
For the first half, they didn't even register Palmer for the first half. Of
exactly.
the
So it's like
competition.
it's a different competition now. So he could not afford to keep playing the same
Yeah.
guys up and down.
Yeah.
So it was understandable that he rested players. And Hato did not work the way he expected Hato to work. Fofana did not work the way he expected Fofana to work.
Yeah.
So that worked against them. Whether
I
it
thought
was,
doing this thing where his centre backs were going into the midfield. I noticed it. I was just like,
it was their roles. It was
Yeah.
their roles, because at the end of the day, Brentford sat back a whole lot and just wanted to counter them.
Yeah.
So their right back had the normal free role that a Chelsea right back would have. And you cannot fault Fofana for occupying the space because that's the role he was playing. You get so like everything worked out fine, but the problem is obviously Fofana does not have the IQ that a Reece James would have in those positions. He doesn't have the crosses that a Gusto will have to in that position. So
Yeah.
when he gets there, he has to do the basic thing you understand. Pass the ball to the next available person. So this really handicapped them to play well in the first half. Second half, when the changes were made, Palmer came on, they took control of the game, scored the second goal. Now it goes down to mentality. Even though the goal was highlighted eventually as maybe supposed to be offside or whatnot, it's
Yeah. True. There's that too.
these things will come around. It will go
It'll
around
happen.
and come
I mean, they've
around.
gotten away with some this
The
season
first
already.
first three game weeks, they've had it go their way,
Yeah.
and this time around, it goes the other way.
Everybody will collect.
And
That is true.
so
Everybody collect.
it's a thing of Chelsea. Is the same issue I pointed out? Is the same issue I have with them now? It's the same reason I have them as coming fourth, right? Them getting Javi Simons was supposed to reduce their Cole Palmer dependency, and as this game against Brentford showed, the Cole Palmer dependency is still there in one way or the other. They have to find a way to sort it out. That's another thing that I will say. If they don't get better, or at least if they want to put a foot, I know they've not lost in the league yet,
Yeah.
but if they are going to go far this season, they have to be
Who do
better.
who do you think is challenging them right now in terms of performance and consistency
in the league?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Tottenham.
Yeah,
there's
I was just
Tottenham,
going to
there's
say
Man
that.
City,
Tottenham
there's Man
is,
City as well.
for me, Tottenham will be like second or third this season.
Well, I mean, you could say that their current form suggests that.
It suggests that, yeah, exactly.
Their
But
current form suggests that.
I just
But
don't.
history
It's
of
Tottenham,
Tottenham.
bro. It's
The
Tottenham, bro. Lads, it's
The
Tottenham.
biggest take for me comes down to their manager.
Yeah.
Into personal management. That's very important. You look at in order to get where these people, I've heard some like even ex-professionals like Roy Keane, for example, make comments and say that you don't need the manager, his job is not to motivate. While there is some truth in that, right? Part of the job of management is managing personalities.
Yeah,
Managing people.
true.
You understand? And the best managers out there actually do it. They know how to get the best from people. There are some players that are reactive, they need tough love. You need to put them on the bench to get the best out of them. There are some players that need a palm on the shoulder to embrace them, to get the best out of them. And if you have a manager that understands people, your chances shoot. Which is why, and then you now have Tottenham that have always had quality. Bring them together. I see Tottenham going far this season.
Yeah, additionally, they actually are missing some players actually at the moment. They're missing Kulusevski. He's coming back into the team.
Yeah.
I don't think Dominic Solanke has made
I think he go back into training maybe today.
Yeah, but I don't think he has really.
I think he got back into training maybe today or so. Obviously, he's yet to really feature in the side. This is, I mean, over the weekend they did really well. It was a very clinical game from them. They handled the game. A debut from Javi Simons, and it was just as expected, brushed off a struggling Graham Potter side.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, it's not like West Ham is.
Yeah, I know. You are just out there to handle people.
No, but it's true now. Like, it's not like West Ham is.
I agree with you. It was just like we said in the preview show as well. That's another game where we could not pinpoint which West Ham was going to turn up, and unfortunately, it was the other West Ham that was supposed to get fired.
Which West Ham?
No, but I knew that they were going to lose. Like, there was nothing. No, man, there was nothing that they were going to do that was going to be special. Let me now give you something I was about to say. Look at the teams that Tottenham has actually played. I would say the best team there is Man City, yeah, and Man City is their team is like. Even when Man City is good and Tottenham is bad, that normally always happen. Yeah. So now the next most decent team It's Bournemouth. And they lost.
And they lost. Yeah.
Do you get? So it's not like they played Burnley, West Ham. Those two people are probably going to be battling relegation this season. So like, yeah, I'm not ripping up trees because they
By
beaten
the
those
way, we
people.
couldn't
Don't
beat.
think you
The way,
should rip off trees now.
no, no,
That's
no, no,
why
no.
I said. That's why I said that their current form
Yeah,
suggests it.
yeah.
Suggests it.
I don't rate it though. Like,
At the end of the day,
I
it's
don't rate it.
the history of the Tottenham.
Tottenham, man, bro. They'll.
But that
I
was
feel
the
they'll do well this season though. I feel they'll do well,
They
but
are
not as
doing
good as you think.
normal top seven.
Exactly, top 7, no trophies, kind of thing.
Top
Yeah.
seven.
Anyways,
that was
let's
that.
move. That was then, yeah.
I know. I'll say that was the Burnley that we're talking about is one that we sweat blood. So
Liverpool sweats too now, but Liverpool sweats too.
Yes,
Liverpool
exactly. Liverpool was sweating too, so no worry.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's move on to the Arsenal game. Actually, my own game of the weekend. Oh, you can
It
do
was,
what you want. That's my
you know,
game.
like one thing I enjoyed about that game. I think we should just brush over it because we have like very little time left.
Yeah.
So we can cover the UCL. What I enjoyed most about that game is what I was scared the most about it. The fact that it was early kickoff. That early kickoff scares me a lot. And the fact that we were able to take care of business the way we did.
Did it, yeah?
It was nice. It was beautiful. For me, I had to wake up like around. I woke up like around 4 a.m. that day.
Yeah.
The game was by 5:30, but I was
Yeah,
like,
match time.
just because
Mine was 8:30. Mine was 8:30.
yeah.
like I went to bed early because of that reason.
Yeah.
And waking up, and it was not in vain. I watched my team play beautiful football.
And it was good football. That's what I liked the most. It was good football.
Successful football. Like just here, watching Eze breathe life into that left wing. Oh my God.
It was lovely to
Oh
see.
my
I think
God.
the only drawbacks is we keep on getting injuries.
See, I don't even know.
Yeah, enjoy the match. Enjoy what you're about to say first. Just
Like,
enjoy.
I know
Enjoy
you
my
ruined
fucking
it.
on the sad
You
part.
ruined
I'm
it. You
sorry.
ruined it.
I'm sorry.
You ruined it.
Yeah, it was
I'm
great
going
to see
to say
them.
that these days, you want to watch Arsenal games, just have a jar of Vaseline next to you.
I'm not repeating that. I'm not repeating that.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
The thing about Arsenal, for me, Arsenal players, no, sorry, not players, Arsenal fans and the team itself, throughout the course of my football life, watching football, is that they always care more about playing beautiful football than winning football.
Well, I don't think that is. I think if I have fewer people, I'm on that. So this is the thing. I enjoy beautiful football. Like I love it a whole lot. But I think that time that you think that people care about how
gone,
we
man.
Bro,
That's gone. Arsenal fans now. They won the trophy. Trust me.
Arsenal plays well and lose.
Arsenal fans don't give a shit, man.
See, the truth of the matter is, if you want to think about it, Liverpool versus Arsenal played better than Liverpool played in that game.
Liverpool actually didn't play anything. They didn't play anything.
Like Arsenal played better than Liverpool that day.
They played defensively well.
But Arsenal fans do not want to hear it.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans do not want to hear it. Like they do not want. Like we might have lost the game, quite alright. But I don't think you hear any Arsenal fans say, "I'm okay with the loss because we played better."
We played well. Okay.
Nobody says anymore.
So you guys you're over it, eh?
Yeah,
everybody wants Arsenal to win now, bro. Arsenal has to win now.
If you've watched our different videos that we've posted, it's always about the win. We need to win, and we need to win now.
It's about winning, man.
And that's why we bought a win now striker. 3 goals in 4 games. Keep laughing, bro. He'll keep on scoring. Keep laughing.
Honestly,
scorer
makes it
games.
Has he what?
Has he played 7 games yet?
No. He's on 5 right now.
So he's 0-0-5.
Yeah, 0-5.
No
Speaking of 0-5, just like honorable mention, there's a team that's actually about to do 7. Aston Villa. They've not scored this season, man. He's not scored in the league this season.
No, I don't bother myself with peasants.
Yeah. But you have Watkins in your FPL.
Why is it doing like that? Why is it doing like
let's
that?
let's move
Why
on to
is it
the
doing like
Okay,
that?
all right. Let's
let's move on to the Champions League, please. Let's move on to Champions League.
Oof.
for those
Champions
participating.
League is back tomorrow,
In case
guys.
you've forgotten, is that tournament that European elites play?
I don't understand why are you explaining to Josh like he doesn't know what it is.
He might have forgotten. He might
Yeah,
have forgotten.
yeah,
I say for those participating,
yeah.
I've not
The
forgotten.
Champions League is back, and this season there are 6 Premier League teams.
Uh,
6 Premier League teams in
like
Champions League.
I think the year before Liverpool Tottenham played
Mm-hmm.
in the final, I think a few years before that, I know it was a concern that English teams were not doing so well in the
Mm-hmm.
Champions League. Like
Yeah,
it was a concern that went on
yeah,
for a long time.
yeah.
And then Liverpool Tottenham happened
Mm-hmm.
because I know that was in the middle of a run that was terrible by English
Yeah.
clubs.
Because I think Liverpool got to the final, lost. Then the next year,
Liverpool got to the final and faced
final.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
So now it's not a thing of okay, English teams are becoming more consistent. We need more teams to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to point out that within that time and now, the consistency and the improvements in the English league
Mm-hmm.
have been outstanding.
Astronomical, honestly.
Like
Because
it has been outstanding. I think we were pointing it out that it's very possible that English teams will will be very dominant in the lower leagues as well.
yeah, in the Europa
The
League and the
Europa
Conference League,
and
English teams
conference.
keep winning
Wait,
it.
Man U did not make those ones too.
No, they did. They were
Oh wow.
15th, bro. They finished
Oh
15th.
man, I kind of just forgot.
And they
When
made
they were supposed to make it. They lost in the Europa League final.
final.
Final, yeah.
So
Oh wow.
note that the 2 teams that got to the Europa League finals last season, Man United
Finished
and Tottenham,
finished
finished 15th and
low part.
17th in the
Yeah,
Premier
Yeah.
League.
yeah, 16,000%, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so it's not.
it's crazy. But then
Yeah,
after pointing that out, it's exciting that is the league my club plays in.
yeah,
That is it's just exciting. But yeah, let's look at the fixtures.
yeah. Let's
So,
actually look at the fixtures for the
Mm-hmm.
Premier League teams.
So
Let's
what do
start
we
with
have?
we have Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
I think that game was one of my most successful hit watches. I can't remember what year that was.
yeah, I
Morata.
think what year was that? I can't remember the exact year, but was it Lorente that was sliding or Morata?
Yeah, it was
I
Morata.
know it
It was
was Morata that scored.
Morata.
Morata
Yeah.
scored, and somebody slid in front of him and kept him from going.
It was a nice game. It was a nice game to watch.
I remember
It
all
was
the
Anfield, yeah.
Liverpool come to
It's
Anfield,
Anfield, yeah, come to Anfield.
come to
And I thought
Anfield,
about to beat you Anfield too. I was happy,
come to
man, bro.
Anfield, come to Anfield.
But
It's
yeah,
nice to watch this one this time. It's nice to watch this one this
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
But
yeah. This one.
I think it's exciting to be able to see Atletico Madrid's new attacking strength.
mm-hmm.
Because for a lot of people that don't know, Atletico Madrid is not the typical Atletico Madrid anymore. It's not the same Atletico Madrid that just used to sit back
Steady
and
defense.
and just sit in a low block all the time. They are becoming more expressive. They are more attacking players.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have, I think Thiago Almada. Like a lot of players that like Europe has been waiting for. They went to South America to get these players, and
Yeah.
it might not have translated into result as much as they want in the La Liga this season. But if you're expecting a attack versus defense,
The defense.
that might not be what you're getting. Now,
I still think we're going to get that though.
obviously, Simeone is
Yeah.
Simeone. He can
He's
just
going
come
to
up and
Anfield.
decide
Yeah.
he wants to come and defend.
He's just going to
But
defend.
I mean, I would be surprised if that's what happens
What do
because
you think?
he has really revamped his whole style of play, his attack first and whatnot, and all that. That might not be what we'll get, but it's something.
What do you
to
think the scoreline will be? What do you think the scoreline will be?
Again, it's one of those that you can't predict like what the manager is coming up with because does he stick to his attacking style of play or revert back to the Simone that we're familiar with?
Yeah.
So it
More
depends.
recent games, what has he been playing?
He has been very attacking in La Liga. He has very, very attacking in La Liga. But
I think it's going to be a draw. I just think it's going to be a draw, just because
I just to put
I
it
don't have
out there,
any. Yeah,
just
but
to
I think
put
it's
it
going to be a
out
draw.
there, if it comes out attacking, it's going to be an entertaining draw. If it comes out
I
defending,
don't
it's
think
going
he'll
to
come
be
out
very
attacking.
boring. It's going to
I
be
don't
a
think he
boring
would.
draw.
I
Yeah,
don't think he
but I
would.
think it's going to be a draw. I think
Because
it's going to be a draw.
there's similarities with him, his philosophy, and with Mourinho. When Mourinho has on the when Mourinho knows that the opponent has
The upper hand.
a deadly forward, he
Hmm.
always drops back. He doesn't play that game. And
Hmm.
Yeah.
Simeone too is like that. When you have Salah, somebody like Salah that can dictate, that can influence a game single-handedly,
Yeah,
he's not going to
and I think
try to match up with you offense.
yeah, I think the
And
Liverpool
I think
fans will also be looking
Isak is going
forward
to
to
be on the
Isak.
bench for
Yeah,
this game too.
they'll be looking forward
Isak
to
is
seeing
going to be on
Isak
the bench.
finally play. I think maybe they've gotten tired of Ekitike now. Now that they have Isak, maybe I don't know.
No, I
But
don't think they're
I'm
tired.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Why are you trying to start a war?
I'm joking.
Please,
I'm
let's
joking.
move on, I beg.
I'm joking.
Let's move on.
Moving on. Man City is playing Napoli. KDB back at the Etihad.
Ooh, that's
Hoyland is also back at the
That's
Etihad.
blasphemous.
Hoyland. What? This is not going to Hoyland and McTominay,
But I
bro.
did see. I saw this report. I saw this report from an Italian journalist, and he said they have to take the city of Manchester for donating stars to
Stars
the
to them,
Italian
yeah.
Serie A.
Yeah.
That they gave them Lukaku, that they
Yeah.
thought Lukaku was trash, and Lukaku brought a lot of fame to their league.
La
Now they're
Liga,
giving them what's it called, De Bruyne. Last
KDB.
season they give them McTominay, and
Yeah.
McTominay.
McTominay is
Yeah.
now a
Star
Ballon d'Or
boy, man.
contender, you
Won them the
know.
Scudetto, bro.
And they're giving them Oiland again. Oiland scored on his debut in
Squad,
the
yeah.
weekend. You
Yeah.
know, now they gave them De Gea last year. De Gea was the goalkeeper of the season
Season.
for Serie A. So it's like, thank you to the city of Manchester for keep
Manchester
surprising
for
us.
yeah.
But in referring to Napoli Man City game, I am not sure if that's the game I'm going to watch from the later kickoffs, but that's going to be a really entertaining game.
Yeah, I think
I'm
so
going
too.
to watch that one. Like,
Yeah, that's like going to be like the other games too. You know, there's Villarreal Tottenham. That's one
Yeah.
game I want to watch
so,
just
Yeah,
because
speaking of
match each other.
for
There's
me,
also Chelsea Bayern. There's Chelsea Bayern.
it's a tactical battle.
Chelsea Bayern is
Napoli
going to
Man
be a
City.
nice tactical battle too. You know, Maresca and company.
Mhm.
There's Nicolas Jackson coming back to
you know
the
what,
man.
let's just get your scorelines or your predictions for these games. I think Man City actually wins the Brennan
I don't
Derby.
think Man City wins that game. I don't think Man City
I
wins
don't.
that game
No, I don't see Man
because
City winning. I see
because
Napoli winning.
because if you watch the Man City Man
It's at
U,
the Etihad, by the way.
right? See,
No
that's the
matter.
thing with Man City. Stay like home and away
It doesn't
It's the
matter
same
to
thing.
them.
sometimes
There's
doesn't
no.
matter
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
difference of
There's no
influence.
real.
I'm sorry to Man City fans out there, but like the stadium
But
doesn't
all
really.
two of them. What?
Well,
Keep going, guy.
as I
Keep
was
going,
saying,
Ahmed.
the mass home and away does not really matter. I think what I want to point out is if you look at the game against Manchester United, it was a thing of it's a thing of Man U played into their hands and just gave them the game.
Mm-hmm,
They didn't
mm-hmm.
really have to do
Yeah. They
anything.
didn't have to come up with
They
anything
didn't have to
superb.
lead their one at all. It was just cruise
Yeah.
control. They
Yeah.
were going with the flow of the game. Wherever the game was taking them, they
Yeah.
grab their goal and
Yeah.
revert. That was it. Napoli is going to give them a more rigid system to play against.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
What about the Spurs game? How do you feel about Spurs? Spurs versus Villarreal.
Spurs versus Villarreal is a game that home and away now matters because if that game was in Spain, I would happily say Villarreal is going to win. Because I've watched Villarreal play this season, albeit maybe like 2 times. They played us in preseason, so I know like they have a very
Yeah.
solid game, solid team, and Nicolas Pepe has been tearing up La Liga. It was La Liga. I think it was Player of the Month for La Liga in September. I in August. Sorry, August. I should say it was Player of the Month for August. So it's like if that game was in Spain, I'll actually say Villarreal will win. But because it's in it's in England, I'm not so sure who is going to win that. I'll probably tilt more to Villarreal. Yeah, I'll still talk more to Villarreal. Villarreal just seem to have like that structure going forward with them. So yeah, I'm more of
Yeah,
Villarreal
I,
to one win.
I think
Let me
I
see.
think I think it's going to be interesting for Thomas Frank. This might be his first Champions League.
Not mine. It is his first
Yeah,
champion.
so it's a big step up. He knows that he's going to be playing with different
Football
styles
heritage.
now. Yeah, so Thomas Frank is one of those guys that I like. It's just sad that he's in Tottenham, so I wish that they lose every time. But, yeah, so
Yeah, but talking about football heritage, I don't. If I will put that into consideration, I think Villarreal will win.
2-1.
2-1
Huh?
That kind of
Villarreal.
scoreline.
I'm
Yeah,
2-1
yeah.
Villarreal. I'm 2-1 Villarreal actually.
Yeah,
So
That'll
I
be
love that. I
his
love that. I
experience.
love that. I love that.
I'm always Tottenham.
So
Newcastle Barcelona.
yeah, I was going to say that
Barcelona is the
Barcelona is
game.
actually going to the St. James's Park, bro.
I know Barcelona is going to win that game, but it's going to be a fun one. So that's what I was saying. You cannot outrightly pick one game to
Yeah,
watch. There's so
yeah,
many
true.
interesting
Yeah,
parts
Because
that you
yeah.
I
want to
feel
watch in all the games.
I want to see what Eddie Howe comes out with against Barcelona because like
Yeah, but I know Newcastle.
Barcelona is one
I
of
know
those teams that
Barcelona win
have
that game.
yeah they have that in a like they're inevitable, bro. You have so
Yeah,
many
That's the
players that
thing.
can make
Barcelona is
something happen,
inevitable.
bro.
like
So
This last weekend, they played. They
smash someone
started that
six
game.
0
Yeah, Valencia,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
they started that game without Yamal or Rafinha. Yamal had some
I
issue
mean,
with the Quebec region, and
I
then
don't know if
Rafinha
Oh
didn't
yeah, I
turn
saw
up to
that.
training on time,
I
and
saw that
yet
news. I
they
was like, wow,
spanked Valencia 6-0.
6-0. Yeah.
have you guys seen this video about this? I don't remember. I don't know what position he holds in the Chinese government, but he was basically talking about China. How China is a fact. China is a mega trend.
What?
That's how Barcelona is in football, bro.
You
Barcelona,
almost
man.
lost me there. You almost lost me.
I
But yeah,
swear, guy.
Barcelona is actually inevitable. Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
What is
They are.
they're
inevitable, bro?
inevitable. They're inevitable.
It's like
Let's bring it let's bring it back home for me and Coinsola. Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid.
Before we get to
Athletic
that
Club.
game,
Yeah.
Chelsea Bayern.
Oh yeah, Chelsea
That, that's
Bayern.
that's that's one
I
game.
don't I
World
don't know what to make
champions.
of that. I don't know what to make of that really.
The world
But I think
champions.
I'll say Bayern.
I'll
I
say
think they
Bayern
get
win
I
too.
I'll
think
say
they
Bayern.
get piped, man. Hurricane 3-1.
I say Bayern win as well. I
3-1
don't know
Hurricane.
about
I'll
but
say
I say
yeah.
Bayern
I'll
win.
say Bayern.
Yeah.
So now Arsenal Bilbao or
Arsenal
Bilbao
Bilbao. Bilbao
Arsenal.
Arsenal because we're going to their place.
Yeah, for Arsenal
Nico
fans,
Williams is out, by the way.
exactly that's what I was going to point out. We already played them in preseason, not knowing we're going to face them first in
Yeah,
Champions.
in Champions League,
Champions
So
yeah.
League,
like
yeah.
there's a lot to smile at that because if we are going by preseason, it might seem like an easy win, but
Yeah.
don't be tricked. It's not the
No,
same every time.
that's
It's
you
not the
can't.
same at all. But all the
Mm-hmm.
same, I'm expecting an Arsenal win.
Yeah. What do you think scoreline will be?
Uh, 3-0 Arsenal. The same score.
No,
Really, really, I'm
I
being very optimistic.
I believe
Very
it'll actually be
optimistic.
3-0. I think Gokeres scores again
Yeah.
because yeah, I think he scores again.
It's Champions League. Yeah, something with Champions League too.
Hopefully,
Football heritage.
Madrid can open his Arsenal account as well, so it'll be really
And
nice
you
to
know,
see.
I actually predicted he was going to open his account this weekend. I bought him in my
Mm-hmm.
FPL.
Yes.
I bought him in my FPL, but yeah,
I
apparently
didn't.
I got him easy
Yeah,
instead.
yeah, you probably should have
Mm,
gotten easier. Stick with
mm.
my boy Easy.
But yeah, I hope Eze is able to open his account in Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm expecting an Arsenal win, anyways. 3-0. Yeah.
Nice. I think other noteworthy matches though would be things like the Juve is actually playing Dortmund. Madrid is playing Marseille. Those are like good matches to watch as well.
Juve, Dortmund.
Yeah, Juve
I don't know
Juve
much about
Madrid
Dortmund this
is
season.
going to be a nice one. Another
yeah.
good game to watch because Marseille is. I know they had some off-field issues with Rabiot and Rowe, both of
Mm-hmm.
which are off the Italian Serie A now, but they've
Mm-hmm.
replaced those two accordingly as well. So Marseille is looking like a very well-run team now, even though
Mm-hmm.
they have a couple of ex-convicts in their team. It's, it's nice to see them come up. with
And this guy, man.
Giuseppe.
No
Giuseppe.
comments, man.
They really do have ex-convicts in their team. They have a number of them. Now, it's good to see what they come up with against Madrid, but I do expect Madrid to win that easily. Mbappe is in one of those forms again,
Yes,
and
Mbappe is
long
being
last.
Mbappe, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say one of those forms again.
Being Mbappe.
It's usual at this point, but long may it
Yeah.
last. I expect a lot from Mbappe, and I've
Mm.
not been disappointed so far.
Yeah. I think that's actually, to me, that's the end of today's show. We brought you the wrap up of the Premier League, and we brought you the preview of the Champions League. And this is actually going to be a consistent thing. This will always keep happening. JTK, it's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you for having
Um,
me as well.
yeah. It was. I hope you got the release
Not really.
of of energy
I
that you
have
needed.
a lot pent up. I
Yeah,
have a lot
yeah.
pent up. Yes,
I
I got
can
some
I
relief.
can imagine. You got, yeah, exactly. That's what we're here for. We're here to listen to you and give you a shoulder to cry on. It's not my
Uh,
shoulder, maybe KY's, because I'm just laughing at you, man, honestly. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I love this. I
you're
love
very
this.
good. Mm.
Yeah. For the
Okay.
viewers, KY, do you have anything to say to them?
I just want to first of all say thank you to JTK for joining us.
Yeah.
I know like this has been a while. We've been talking about him coming on the show and whatnot. So
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
just want to say thank you for making time to do this.
Mm-hmm.
To our viewers, I just want to say you guys, thanks for your comments. Thanks for your. I know we said we are going to be reading out comments in coming shows, and we've
Do
not
more
got.
comments. We'll do more
We just
comments.
want to find like a lot of more, you know, comments that we should put up here, and like
Yeah.
we've just not gotten there yet. So you
Mm-hmm.
guys should please leave more comments, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like usual, watch, like, subscribe, comment, share, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
And I'm
Okay.
coming up with a new thing. Do what KY said. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and yeah, drop
What
your
do I
predictions.
say?
Tell us if you think we're being too optimistic about our teams, or if you feel insulted by anything I've said, let me know.
Or if you need Larry's house address, I can give it. If you need Larry's house address, I can supply it. Because these days, calling everybody and
Double up.
anybody out. But yeah,
No,
what's up,
it's
guys?
just it's just it's
Okay.
just nice, man. But yeah, take care,
All right.
everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show. Bye.